is a sweetheart. Jim Perry's a honey. If you call the cards right, you'll win lots of money on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Dad. Looks like you're redoing Tarzan of the Jungle there. Hello there. Welcome to Card Sharks. Nice to have you here. A nice group with us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. And, of course, a special vote of thanks for the opening poem. Linda Dunaway of Tylertown, Mississippi, sent it in, watching on WDAM-TV, Channel 7. Thank you, Linda. Now we're going to open up the board and get to the cards. Go ahead. Janice and Lois will load in the cards. And once again, we'll meet our Card Sharks. Hello there, Lana, our champion. Won't you again tell us about you a little bit?
Okay, I'm Lana King. I'm originally from California. I was born and raised here. I love it. I love the outdoors. I'm a student right now in communications.
And a good player here with $2,900 in cash for Lana.
Thank you.
Our challenger, Linda Wayne. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you
and, of
again.
course, Campy is here with you, yes?
Yeah, sleeping on the job.
That's all right. No, listen, he can relax for a while. Won't you again tell us about Linda Wayne?
I'm Linda Wayne. I'm from Walnut Creek, California. I work as a consultant in the fields of blindness and diabetes, and I love to water ski.
Now, you told me that, but we didn't talk about that. You go out. How did you get the idea to water ski, and how did you teach yourself, or what?
Well, I'd been water skiing before I went blind a couple of years ago, so I just continued on. And
you had an idea about it, yeah.
Yeah, and as long as the driver of the boat can see, I do fine.
That's right. and you were very flattering to us by saying that you listen to us at home, and we're a game that you can follow at all.
Yes, the best one.
That's the best one. I like that, too. All righty. You both cut the cards at the beginning of the match, yes?
Yes.
We will pick up where we left off. Now, we play the best 2 out of 3, and as we left off, Linda, the challenger, won game number 1. We're in the middle of game 2, and looking at the board, Lana, the champion, on top with a 7, needs 3 cards. And the cards below, Linda with a 9. The other side of the middle card, the 8, also needs 3 cards. It is question 3, and as we left off, it goes to Lana. Lana, we asked 100 millionaires, have you ever written a check that bounced? How many millionaires admitted that at some time they have bounced a check?
Oh, I think bouncing a check is easy for anybody. I mean, we start writing checks and you don't always keep track, and millionaires might get lazy assuming the money's there. But they write big amount of checks, and so there could be mix-ups. I'll say that number is going to be 38.
38 out of 100 millionaires have bounced a check, Linda. Higher or lower?
I don't agree. I think that over all the people, not that many people bounce checks, and I think that it would be the same with millionaires, too, so I think it's lower.
Lower than that. If it's lower, Linda will play her cards. If not, it'll be Lana with hers. Anytime you hit the answer right on the head, it's a $500 bonus. The actual number of millionaires who have bounced a check is 36, just lower. Linda has it. Just a little lower. Linda, you've got a 9.
Change it, please.
You win the question, you can change the base card. Now you've got a queen. Good change.
Oh, lower.
Lower than the queen. Oh, another queen is not lower. Lana gets a free chance to call off the 7.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Against the odds, lower? No, a 9. This will fill in the spaces. Both players still need 3 cards. Sudden death. Someone has to win this game on this play of the cards. Linda, a man in England recently sued his wife for divorce because she rationed their lovemaking to just once a week. True, true. So we asked 100 married men, do you think a husband who is allowed to romance his wife only once a week is entitled to a divorce? How many men said a husband whose romancing is rationed is entitled to a divorce?
Well, yeah, well, sex, that's a terrible question.
Got you thinking, huh, Lynn?
Yes. I think that sex is part of a marriage. I think that rationing on either side is a little unfair. I think that men would tend to agree with that. I think the number is going to be, a little on the 55.
55 out of 100 men who said a husband whose romancing is rationed is entitled to a divorce. Higher or lower, Lana?
Okay, I agree with Linda to a degree, but on the second hand, if a man really loves his wife and she has a reason for that, I don't think a man should leave a woman for that. If there's a lot of problems in the marriage, maybe, but not just for that. And once a week is not at all. So I'm going to say that number is going to be a little bit lower.
Lower. You sound like a potential rationer, Lana. Once a week is not enough. I wonder, do they have to use stamps if it's ration? And if so,
tear out your stub.
Where do you buy them? Or where do you put them? Okay, well, Linda says 55. Lana says lower. The actual number of divorced men who said a husband whose romancing is rationed is entitled to a divorce is 56. It's higher. Linda has it by 1. Now, Linda, it is sudden death. You've got control. You have a queen. You need 3 cards. Lana has a 7 and needs 3 cards. Linda, you can play it or pass it.
I'm going to pass it.
You're going to pass it?
Oh, yes.
Lana, if you get them all, you tie up the match. One mistake, we have a new champion with a 7.
This time I'm going with the odds. I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 7? No, it's 2. Linda wins it in sudden death. So we have a new champion. And Lana King, we have to say goodbye. A fine champion, $2,900. Congratulations to you. Stay right here with us for a moment. Linda, you stay here. Congratulations. We're going for the big money with the money cards right after this. Linda Wayne, the new champion.
Leave her.
Up here at the podium of the champions.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
No, it feels good. Oh, you're a good player. You're a very good player.
Thank you.
You've cut those money cards, yes?
Yes, I have.
All right, we're going to let Campy rest. You go to work. Let's bring the girls out here and deal out those money cards that you cut. Here we go. As you know, you've won $200 in the game. That's yours to keep. We're going to give you $200 of new money, and there'll be 3 cards on the bottom line. Your decision how you bet them. When you move up to the second level, where there are 3 more cards, we give you another $200. On all 6 of those cards, it is a minimum bet of $50. When you go to the top level with just 1 card there for the big bet, there you must risk at least half the money. Okay. Now, you had a couple of doubles hurt you over there in the main game, but they don't hurt you here.
Good.
You don't lose. Good. All right. Let's see some good cards, Linda. You're a nice lady, and here's $200 to get started. And remember, too, that you can change that base card on each of the 3 levels if you need to. We're going to start you off with 200 and a 10.
Oh, change it, please.
You can only change it once. You must play this one. You're starting with a jack. You got a $200 and a jack.
$50 lower.
$50.
Don't like
minimum
jacks.
bet. $50 lower than a jack? No, a queen. Down to 150, you've got a queen.
Well, $100 lower.
Come on, let's see a lower one. $100. Lower than a queen. Yes, and a 3. A 3 and $250.
All of it higher.
Trying to double it for $500 higher than a 3. Yes, with a jack. That time the jack was good. Now we're going to move that jack up and give you the other 200. You have $700 and a jack on the second level.
Change it, please.
All right, can she improve it? Oh, a 7.
$50 higher.
You're starting the second level with a 7 and $50 higher. No, a 5. Down to 650 with a 5, Linda.
Oh, $50 higher.
Come on, let's see a good card. $50 higher than the 5, and 9 is high enough. Back to 700, you have a 9.
$50 lower.
$50 lower than the 9, and 8. Good enough, because you don't have to play the 8.
No.
We're moving it up for the big bet. You have $750 and an 8.
Let's change it, please.
Oh, let's see a good card. Come on. For the big bet, Linda will play a 4.
Oh.
Got about at least $375. You've got $750 and a 4.
$400 higher.
How much?
$400.
$400. $400 that this card is higher than a 4. It is with a mistake for $1,150. I'm going to step up here with you. That's right.
Thanks.
You are a good player. You know that. I am having such a kick because you do so well.
Thank you.
With a 200 in the game, Linda, you've got $1,350 for 1 game. And this fine champion will be back to face a new challenger in a moment, right after we take time out for this commercial break. 2 brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Barry Dunn. Hello, Barry. Nice to see you. And Campy's giving you a sniff there now. Okay. Can you see down there that Campy's got his red card now as the champion, right? Campy looks very comfortable. Okay, Campy. Barry is a friend. Well, when the match starts, he won't be, but right now he is.
We can stay friends.
Barry, tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Barry Dunn. I'm down here visiting from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, where I work with cooperatives, which I understand aren't too popular down here, but very popular in Eastern Canada. And like every good Canadian kid, I used to play hockey.
What's your... Oh,
Yeah.
You got all your teeth and everything?
Funny you should ask that. No, I don't. When I was 11 years old, I lost my first tooth, and it was only a matter of time before I lost most of my front teeth. But everybody in Canada, no Canadian hockey player has front teeth.
They either don't have any teeth or they're dentists. One or the other, right?
That's right.
Barry, nice to have you here with us.
Nice to be
You're up
here.
against a very tough champion.
Yes,
you cut
indeed.
your cards?
Yes, I did.
And here we go. We start the best 2 out of 3 with the champion. And Linda, that means you. Linda, we asked 100 married men. Have you ever fallen asleep while your wife was nagging you? How many men said they have fallen asleep while their wife was nagging them?
Well, a nagging wife kind of would tend to keep one awake, I would think, and not put one to sleep. So I don't think that's going to be. Let's see, I forgot what the question was.
How many men said they've fallen asleep while their wife was nagging them? It sounds like your thinking is going low, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very high. I think it's going to be on the low side, probably 18.
18. She went rather low. Now, Barry, what do you think about that?
All right, listen. I have tried. There's no way one can fall asleep when the wife is nagging them. There's no way. But 18, no, I'm going to say it's even lower than that.
Even lower.
Yeah, it's got to be. You can't
Got to put you on the spot with the 18,
awake.
but Barry says even lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of married men who have fallen asleep while their wife was nagging them is 53. It's higher. Linda has it. Yeah, I think what you both forgot was, suppose they were laying in bed getting ready to go to sleep and she kept on talking. It could happen. So 53. And Linda starts off the match with a 7.
Ooh, change it.
Changing the 7 to a 3.
Good. Higher.
Higher than a 3. Yes, a queen.
Lower.
Risking it lower at 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. Another 2. And Linda goes back to the base card where she still has the 3. Barry has a free chance at a 10.
Oh, 10. Well, I'm going to go with the odds. I'm going lower.
Lower than a 10. A 6.
Freeze. I'm going to freeze.
Barry comes out of that with a 1-card advantage as we fill in the spaces for Linda. And the question goes to Barry. Barry, many Americans feel that the United States should not honor its agreement with Iran in order to punish that country for the way it treated our hostages. So we asked 100 Americans, do you agree? How many Americans think we should not honor the agreement because of the way Iran mistreated our hostages?
Well, I think the one thing that sets America different from the rest of this world is that it's an honorable nation, and I think everybody should be thankful for that. And I really think that most people would want the Americans to honor the agreement, even though what they did was rotten.
How many think we should not honor it?
Should not honor the agreement? That's going to be a low number. I'm going to say 28.
28.
28.
28 out of 100 say we should not honor the agreement, Linda.
Well, I agree with his reasoning, exactly, but I think that it's going to be even lower.
Even lower than that? And the audience does not agree, but incidentally, before we find out the answer, Barry, it was awfully nice that you, a Canadian, feel that way about Americans and their agreements.
We're neighbors.
That's nice, and we will never forget.
Yeah.
We will all never forget the way the Canadians helped us out during that Iranian thing. Absolutely. Barry says 28. Linda says lower. The actual number of Americans who think the United States should not honor its agreement with Iran is 39. Not lower, a little higher. Barry has it, but you were both around. It is a quite low number. Most people felt we should, which is interesting. Barry, you've got a 6.
Yeah, I'd like to change that card, please.
Winning the question, you can change it to an ace.
Okay, wonderful.
Lower than the ace, a 6.
Oh, I'm going to freeze again. No, I'm going to
That was a pretty good change. You would have had a double 6 and given Linda a crack. Question 3 to Linda. Linda, we asked 100 waitresses, have you ever intentionally spilled food on an obnoxious customer? How many waitresses admitted they have intentionally spilled food on an obnoxious customer?
Well, waitresses really get the brunt of some very obnoxious deeds, I think. I think that's going to be a pretty high number because they couldn't really... They can make it look like they didn't do it on purpose, of course. I think it's going to be probably about 58.
58 out of 100 waitresses said, yeah, they've done that, Barry.
There's no doubt. I think waitresses have their ways of dealing with obnoxious customers, but whether they'd want to go through all that embarrassment or not, I'm going to say it's lower.
Lower than that?
Lower than that, yeah.
You know, until I asked this question, I didn't know why Gene Wood came home with spaghetti all over the front of his tie. Didn't occur. 58 says Linda, lower says Barry. The actual number of waitresses who have intentionally spilled food on an obnoxious customer is 14. Very much lower. Barry has it. Yeah.
Well, I got to change that 6. Sure.
Again, trying to improve on a 6 with a
Oh,
king.
wonderful. Oh, lower than the
Lower
king.
than a king. A jack.
Lower than
If
the
it's
jack.
lower,
Come on.
Barry is the first game of the match. Yes! Barry the challenger with game 1. Now Linda has to make a comeback. Can she do it? We'll find out after this.
Hi, I'm
Game 1 to the challenger. Janice deals out same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. Start game 2, and it starts with a question to Barry. Barry, we asked 100 psychiatrists, generally speaking, do you think it's really possible for a disappointed lover to die of a broken heart? How many psychiatrists said, yes, it is possible to die of a broken heart?
Yeah, I've heard that. I really think that it's possible to die of a broken heart. There's no doubt about that. I would say that psychiatrists see so much of that. It's a high number. I'm going to say 75.
75 out of 100 psychiatrists. Higher or lower, Linda?
Way, that number's got to be lower.
Lower. The actual number of psychiatrists who said it is possible to die of a broken heart is 57. It's lower. Linda has it. Wasn't that much lower, though, Linda? I was rather surprised, too. Linda starts off this game with a 7.
Oh, change it, please.
And the 7 becomes a 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5. A jack.
Freeze.
And a freeze on it. Well, she got busted the last time. She's not going to take a chance this time. Linda, we asked 100 garbage men. Are rich people more wasteful than poor people? How many garbage men, connoisseurs, of course, about such things, how many garbage men said, yes, rich people are more wasteful?
Oh, I agree with that. They don't have to worry so much about all their money and where it's going to, and they can afford to throw away little things more often than poorer people could. That's going to be a relatively high number. I believe 75.
75 out of 100 say rich people are more wasteful, Barry.
Yeah, I think we're all guilty of wasting. I don't think there's anything doubt about that, but did you say 75?
75.
I'm going to say lower than that, though.
Lower.
Yeah, I think so.
The actual number of garbage men who said rich people are more wasteful than poor people is 22. Barry's right. I guess they felt we were all equal in that department and not to our betterment. Barry, you've got
Oh,
a
7. Change that, please.
7 becomes a 2.
Okay, good card. Higher, please,
Higher than
Jim.
a 2. A 4.
Higher, please.
Risking it higher. No, a 3. Back to the base card goes Barry with the 2. Linda, you've got a jack and a free
Lower.
chance. Lower, she
Lower.
says. No, a king. So as we fill in the spaces, Linda with a jack needs 3 cards. Barry with a 2 needs 4. Question 3 to Barry. Barry, we found 100 single women who are dating a married man. And we asked them, do married men make better lovers than bachelors?
Well,
How many single women said married men do make better lovers?
oh, I think married men make better lovers. I've
I've always
more
felt that
practice.
way.
Oh,
I
sure. I like to feel that way too. I'm married. This is going to be a high number. I would say that 68.
68 out of 100
Sure.
single women who are dating a married man said that married men are better lovers, Linda.
Boy. I think it's going to be a lower number, just because 68 is too high.
So you say lower. Maybe because you think all of them are lousy too, right? Women may feel that way about you. 68 and lower. Let's find out. The actual number of single women who said married men make better lovers than bachelors is 67. Just lower. By 1, Linda has it. Just by 1. Linda, you've got a jack.
I've got that jack there again. I'm going to go lower.
You're going to play the jack.
Lower this time.
And she's going to play it lower. She's right with a 4.
4. Higher.
Higher than a 4. A queen.
Lower.
If this is lower, Linda ties up the match. Yes, with a 3. Linda ties it up. Now, each player with 1 game and $100. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey, game.
That's all the time we have for now. And our next show, we'll be starting with a tiebreaker. Linda indeed does know how to play this game. She was saying, who's starting first? Oh, I get the question. He says high-low. Well, you got the advantage, Barry. Yeah, it's a lot easier to go high-low. We're going to be starting with Linda with the tiebreaker at our next show. I hope you'll be with us for that. Nice people here with us. We have 2 groups today. The Castle Drug Rehabilitation from Los Angeles, California. Nice to have you here with us, gang. And a group that call themselves, I love this, they're from San Bernardino, California, and they call themselves the FBAT Club, right?
Good.
FBAT, Forget Birthdays After 29. I like the name of that club. I'll drink to that. I'm sure we all will. So Barry, Linda, and I hope you will be back with us next time when we complete this match on Card Sharks. Bye for now.
Sunday night.
What the blank is going on here? What the blank is he doing? What kind of a blanking show is this anyways? I don't believe this blank. Hey, I know her and him. They're blanking hilarious. Oh, get a load of this blank. Holy blank, this is funny. What a great blanking idea for a game show. Match Game. You'll laugh your blank off. Weekdays at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific, only on Game Show Network.